then following it, an ad criticizing you.
Right.
So explain to us why you support complete repeal versus reform.
Sure. So listen, Alex likes to criticize problems with the law. My 9-year-old niece can criticize problems with the law. The issue is how you solve real problems. She believes we have to embrace Obamacare, which injects the government into one-seventh of our economy and imposes an individual mandate on every individual. I believe that's unconstitutional. She's never talked about repealing the individual mandate. She's never talked about repealing the $700 billion in cuts to Medicare that are in Obamacare. It cuts $700 billion from Medicare, including Medicare Advantage and hospital reimbursements, reducing access to care for Medicare recipients. We have a different view of government. Okay? There were issues that led us down the path to Obamacare, but I believe in addressing specific issues with specific problems. If we want to allow parents to cover their kids to 26, well, then simply eliminate the restriction on the right for them to do so. That's accomplished through less government. If we want to close the donut hole, let's just close the donut hole. We can do that. If we want to address pre-existing conditions, let's just address pre-existing conditions by setting up a formula to pre-qualify people that can't get insurance for some type of subsidized care. We can do that without Obamacare. And if we want to create affordable care, listen, many of you in the room probably have a term life insurance policy, right? Think about it. It's portable across state lines. It can't be canceled if you have intervening health events. You have price certainty for whatever the term is for 10, 20, 30 years. That's accomplished through less government, less regulation. Republicans like to say, let's let the private sector solve it. I agree with that, but we also have to offer real solutions. Why not talk about a term health insurance plan that's portable across state lines, decoupled from the employer, but yet reduce the tax regulations on the employer and allow an employer simply to reimburse an employee if they care to do that. All of that is accomplished through less government. And when we talk about less government solutions, that's what we're talking about. Alex Sink believes we solve those 4 specific problems by creating Obamacare, imposing an individual mandate on every individual, cutting $700 billion from Medicare, and imposing the government in one-seventh of our economy.
Okay, and I have one more question, and then we're going to get to audience questions. We'll start with you, Mr. Jolly.